Hey, good evening, everybody. This is Oris Wazdeski from Oris Wazdeski International. I'm here with Heidi Lubke from Shamaya Tantra. I just wanted to say a little bit about myself. I'm a life coach. I'm a motivational speaker, and I am the workshop leader of a program called the Rise Up Empowerment Program. So, like I said, we're here with Heidi from Shamaya Tantra, and she's got a tantric speed dating event coming up this Saturday, June the 8th at 6:30 p.m. Spirit Path Studio here in Edmonton. We're here to talk a little bit about some of the things you can expect at the event, and I just wanted to say to Heidi, I just wanted to jump right into saying like what's some of the myths or misconceptions. I know a lot of people, when they think Tantra, they hear the word Tantra, their mind just boom goes to, oh, sex. But that couldn't be necessarily further from the truth.
Yeah, there may be some people that are really disappointed to hear that, or maybe really relieved. You're right. We won't be closing the door, taking off all of our clothes and jumping into Kama Sutra positions. Yeah. That's not even close to what we do. So I'm glad we got that myth out of the way right away. With Tantra, the part of Tantra that we are going to explore is simply a way to make simple moments exciting, a way to see and be seen in a really satisfying way that we don't often make the time for in our busy lives.
Nice. Yeah, it reminds me of some of the workshop stuff in the Tantric series that I took, where it was like a sensual exercise of just taking a strawberry and using your senses to engage this strawberry in a different way, and it just allowed to bring a whole different level of presence to the experience of eating this strawberry that normally we're not mindful of at all, right?
Yeah, it teaches you to walk through life firing on all cylinders. And to heighten all of your senses and be able to feel more and experience more depth in whatever you do. And this event is kind of it's like the first event in my series. So we don't go too deep into learning Tantra here, but what we do is sit down and meet another person and have them take the time to be fully present with you and allow you an exercise. Each date is fully facilitated. So I'm going to help you to have a really high quality date with everyone that you interact with.
What did somebody describe it as? Like an inferno of, no, that's related to the differences in the other experiences. What do they call it?
This is the anti-inferno.
The anti-inferno.
So, I've had people say that they're sick of this whole inferno of hookup culture and online dating, and felt so refreshed that each date is actually not like pulling teeth. It's actually fun. It's actually that you enjoy these dates. And there's ways that you enjoy them that are connecting yourself to you and connecting yourself to them.
Yeah, and some of my experiences in the speed dating in the past were that it was very sensual, and the heightened moments where I was really present and had that sort of sense of that sensuality and that connection with the person in my date, we weren't even speaking. We were doing certain things, and it just sort of opened this space where it's like, yeah, it's really, really a beautiful, it's sacred. Yes.
Yeah.
Being able to recognize the sacred in that authentic connection with people, it was just so enlivening, right? I felt just super enlivened when I was done my dates.
There's little moments that we build in to the event where you actually get to pause and breathe and feel how you're feeling in the moment. And I've been to other speed dating events that are a bit like a whirlwind, or life. It's just a whirlwind. When do we have time to sit down and feel into, did it actually feel good to be in that person's presence? You kind of know on a subconscious level, but to start to notice, oh yeah, that person, I wanted to lean in more, or that person I kind of wanted to move away from. And then maybe noticing why. And this all started, by the way, because I did go to a speed dating event. And I'm not going to lie, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I love talking to people. I don't mind awkward silences. And I'm pretty creative, so I made the dates a little bit spicy.
Nice.
But what I noticed was that everyone else was having such a boring time at this event. I heard the same conversation over and over and over. And so if you've got an elevator pitch that you're just dying to try out, you're not going to get a chance to do this. I hate to break it to you. But the event is structured so that there's no elevator pitches.
Nice.
It's just being taken through these exercises and having fun and seeing different parts of the people, different aspects of the people in front of you. And what a lot of people notice is different aspects of themselves that maybe they haven't fully met yet.
Yeah, because the experience isn't necessarily set up to be like a breakthrough personal development experience. But people are having breakthrough personal development moments.
That's the thing.
Through the process.
Yeah, it's a dating event, but I get a surprising amount of feedback that, oh, I had an insight of something that's been a pattern for me for my whole life, or I had a shift around something that's been a challenge for me for years. So it's got some potential, even though it's just a dating event. There's kind of layers that you can experience this on. If you want to come and just meet a lot of cool folks who are on a personal development path, who are sick of the old way of dating and want to connect, not just on a physical level, but on all levels, like even on a mental, emotional, and spiritual level. And this is designed for you in mind.
Yeah, and so with that said, like what kind of people are coming to this event?
We have everyone from engineers to dancers to accountants and entrepreneurs to yoga teachers.
Nice. Yeah. It definitely puts you in a place where you're, for me, it's like I had to kind of toss out my stuff out the window when I came in the room when we opened up the event, and it's like, let's start off with a little bit of dancing, right? And I'm just like, what? But I did it because I'm secrets. Like, oh no, I'm giving away the formula. Anyway, sorry, but it was just a different thing.
Yeah, and you know why we do that sometimes? Because that comfort zone that we all hang out in is a place where the same old things happen. So there's opportunity to just kind of dip your toe a little bit outside the comfort zone into that magic zone where new experiences and new connections can start to blossom. Nice.
Yeah, I love that new connection, and just because even the space that's set up, it invites people to open themselves up in a way that maybe you wouldn't necessarily ordinarily do, and it's almost like everybody unconsciously gives themselves permission, and so the whole feel of the event is different. Everything that we do in the event is different.
It's kind of like in a yoga class when the teacher says, okay, here's the move if you're feeling a little sore or tired, variation, or if you're super advanced, there's a variation. And so you've always got options through the whole event. Each exercise has all these different options, and you get to pick the one that is going to feel best for you in that moment.
Nice. Yeah, and it seems like if you're into this sort of, you alluded to it earlier about this modern day online dating hookup kind of culture that goes on. If you're into doing the swiping left or right or whatever, like, keep swiping. If this is something that you're comfortable with, that's cool. But this event is going to be not that. It's something that's entirely different. So. Yeah,
much more than a swipe.
Yes.
And you won't just get swiped. You'll actually get seen for who you are, not just for your cover photo, which I think a lot of us are thirsty for.
Nice. You won't get swiped, but you might get swept off your feet.
You might get swept.
You might get swept.
No swiping, just swept.
Swept. Nice. All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening. We just wanted to touch base and just let everyone know about this event again on June 8th, this Saturday at the Spirit Path Studio down in the Westmount. Is it Westmount area?
Yeah, kind of west of downtown.
Westmount, right on 124th Street, near 107th Avenue. Still room available. Get a hold of Heidi at Shemaya Tantra. Get a hold of her through her Facebook page. How else?
Yeah, you can write a comment in this video and tag me, and I'll reach out to you. And if you haven't experienced it yet, this is something that is starting to become sort of a worldwide thing. Tantric speed dating is exploding.
It is.
If you've been before and you want to come back, a lot of people do come back for the second time.
Yes.
And if it's your first time, then if you're feeling a little bit hesitant, still, what is this? If you've got any questions, I would be happy to talk to you.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you, everyone.
Have a beautiful night, everyone.
Beautiful night.
Bye.